Stop that noise right now. Simon, that alarm sound makes me stressed immediately. Welcome back to the show, everyone. If you are listening to us while rushing to get ready for work, stop for a second. Take a deep breath, relax your shoulders. You are in the perfect place.
Welcome back to the Mia and Simon podcast. I am Simon, a guy who hates looking at my phone before I eat breakfast, and this is Mia, who thinks drinking a giant cup of coffee counts as a peaceful morning routine. Look, let's be completely honest today. Most people do not control their day. Their day controls them. They wake up like a zombie, grab their phone immediately, and start scrolling.
Oh, it happens to everyone, Simon. Before your eyes are even open, you are reading a stressful message from your boss or looking at bad news online. Your brain is not even fully awake yet, but you are already worried, angry, and tired. You jump out of bed feeling like you are already late, you run around, you spill your food, and you start your day with a lot of panic.
Exactly. You spend your whole day reacting to what other people want. You answer messages instantly, you jump into meetings, and you run around like a chicken with its head cut off. You think you're being busy, but at the end of the day, you look back and realize you did nothing important for your own life or your own goals. You are completely tired, but you're not moving forward. This is the reactive trap. Remember this rule: how you spend your day is how you spend your life.
Yes, being busy is not the same as being successful. To our amazing listeners, if you want to stop this stressful cycle, control your phone, and learn how successful people design their day for peace and success, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel right now. We are building a global community of people who want to live with a clear plan. When you subscribe, you join a family that chooses focus over digital noise.
Join the squad. Subscribing is free, and it is the best way to help our independent channel grow so we can make these episodes for you every single week. And hey, if you have a friend who always says, "I'm so busy, I have no time," but they spend 4 hours a day watching funny videos online, hit that share button. Send this episode to them right now. Give them a friendly wake-up call.
Let's get started, Simon. The plan is ready. Let's show them how to win their day from the very first minute. How to protect your morning. Welcome back, everyone. Now, before we talk about how to protect your morning, I have a funny story to share. Yesterday, I tried Simon's perfect morning routine. I woke up at 5 a.m., sat on the floor, stared at a blank wall, and tried to clear my mind. Do you know what happened? I fell fast asleep right there on the living room rug. My cat thought it was a game and slept on my back for 2 hours. It was a complete disaster.
Oh, Mia, that is exactly why most people fail. They think that changing their life means they have to become a perfect robotic monk overnight. They see a video of a billionaire online who wakes up at 4 a.m., jumps into a pool of ice water, and meditates for 3 hours. So they try to do the exact same thing. They get completely exhausted, and they end up sleeping on the floor with a cat on their back. Let's make this simple. A good morning is not about torturing yourself. It is just about creating a shield.
I like that word, Simon, a shield. So no ice baths required. What does a realistic, shielded morning actually look like for normal people who like sleep?
We call it the Horizon Hour. This is the very first 60 minutes of your day, and it belongs entirely to you, not to the outside world. The rule is incredibly simple: zero digital input. When you wake up, your smartphone stays completely away from your hands. Think about how funny we look every morning. A human being wakes up, opens their eyes to see a beautiful new day, and the first thing they do is stare at a tiny glowing piece of glass to read complaints from strangers. It makes no sense.
It really is crazy when you say it out loud. Your phone is like a portal that lets thousands of people enter your bedroom and shout their problems at you while you are still in your pajamas. By keeping the phone turned off during the Horizon Hour, you give your brain a chance to wake up naturally. You can stretch your body, drink a glass of water, look out the window at the morning sun, or write down 3 things you want to achieve today. You start the day with calm thoughts, not with panic.
Exactly. You build your internal energy first. Think of your mind like a cup of clean water. If you start your morning by looking at social media or angry emails, you are pouring black ink into that clean water before your day even begins. But if you protect that first hour, your mind stays clear, focused, and strong. You are preparing yourself to face the world on your own terms. And for our amazing listeners, if you're ready to put your phone down and reclaim your morning peace, hit that like button and subscribe right now.
Join the squad. Let's protect our mornings together. Tell us in the comments below, what is the very first thing you do when you wake up? And can you survive for 1 hour without checking your phone? Let's be honest. And if you know someone who sleeps with their phone directly on their pillow and wakes up stressed every single day, hit that share button. Send this section to them.
Protecting your morning gives you a massive advantage, but once your mind is calm and ready, you have to face your actual work. You need a strategy to get your biggest tasks done without losing your focus.
Oh, it is time to do the hard work. How to crush your biggest goals. Now that our minds are awake, clean, and safe from our phones, it is time to talk about actual work. And let's be honest, Simon, for most people, working means sitting at a desk, opening 50 different internet tabs, replying to funny group chats, and looking out the window while pretending to think very deeply. We are absolute masters at looking busy while doing absolutely nothing.
Oh, you are calling out everyone today, Mia, but it is the truth. People think that if they sit at a computer for 8 hours, they worked for 8 hours. But in reality, their focus is broken every 3 minutes by a new notification, a text message, or a random thought. This is what experts call shallow work. It makes you feel tired, but it does not produce real results. If you want to achieve big success, you need a strategy called the deep work block.
This sounds powerful, Simon. What exactly is a deep work block, and how do we use it without losing our minds?
It is a dedicated period of time, usually 90 minutes, where you focus 100% of your brain power on your single most important task of the day. No phone, no emails, no talking, and no multitasking. You pick the hardest project, the one that actually moves your life or career forward, and you attack it with full energy. Think of your brain like a laser beam. If you spread a light bulb's energy across a whole room, it just lights up the space. But if you focus that exact same energy into a tight laser beam, it can cut through solid metal.
I love that picture, a laser beam brain. But Simon, 90 minutes sounds so long when we're used to checking our phones every 2 minutes. How do we actually survive that long without getting distracted by a funny video online?
You have to set up your environment for success before you start. You clear your desk, close all unnecessary browser tabs, put your phone in another room, and put on some focus music. Then you set a timer. For the first 20 minutes, your brain will scream and beg you to check your notifications. That's completely normal. But if you push past that initial boredom, something magical happens around the 30-minute mark. Your brain enters a state of flow. You stop struggling, time flies by, and you start doing your absolute best work.
It is an amazing feeling when that happens. You get more work done in 90 minutes of deep focus than most people do in an entire week of distracted, shallow work. When you finish that block, you feel like an absolute champion before lunch even arrives. And for our amazing listeners, if you're ready to turn your brain into a laser beam and crush your biggest goals today, hit that like button and subscribe right now.
Join the squad. Let's build elite focus together. Tell us in the comments below, what is that one big, scary task you've been avoiding all week that needs a deep work block? Let's face it together. And if you have a coworker or classmate who is always complaining about having too much work, but spends all day gossiping by the water cooler, hit that share button and send this section to them.
Crushing your main task feels incredible, but you can't stay in a high-intensity laser mode all day long without burning out your battery. You need to learn how to rest properly.
Yes, real breaks are a superpower. How to take strategic breaks. Let's look at a big mistake people make after they finish a hard task. They think that being productive means working until their brain completely melts. They sit at their desk for 4 hours straight, drinking energy drinks and forcing themselves to stare at the screen. But human energy does not work like that. Every 90 minutes, your brain naturally runs out of fuel. If you do not take a strategic break, your focus drops to zero. You start making silly mistakes, and you end up wasting time.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean, Simon. When my brain gets tired, I don't stop working. Instead, I just open a social media app and scroll for 30 minutes while telling myself I am just taking a quick break. But when I finally close the app, my eyes hurt, my head feels heavy, and I feel even more tired than before. That is because scrolling through random videos is not a real break. It's just more digital garbage for an already exhausted brain.
Exactly. That is a toxic break. To keep your energy high all day long, you need the energy recharge. A real break means giving your brain absolute rest from looking at screens and processing information. When your focus timer goes off, stand up immediately. Walk away from your desk, step outside and look at the green trees, stretch your arms, drink a large glass of water, or just do some deep breathing for 5 minutes. You need to move your physical body to get the blood flowing back into your head.
It works like magic, Simon. When you step away from the screen and let your mind wander naturally, your brain uses that quiet time to clean up its thoughts and organize the information you just learned. You often get your absolute best, most creative ideas when you are washing your hands or walking around the block, not when you are staring angrily at a laptop. A strategic break isn't laziness, it's an investment in your next block of high performance.
Beautifully said, Mia. Think of your energy like a smartphone battery. If you run 50 heavy apps at the same time, your battery dies by noon. But if you close the apps and plug it into the charger for just 10 minutes, it bounces back to life. Treat your mind with the same respect. Manage your energy, not just your time. And for our amazing listeners, if you're ready to stop burning out and start recharging your brain like a pro, hit that like button and subscribe right now.
Join the squad. Let's protect our energy together. Tell us in the comments below, what is your favorite way to relax for 5 minutes without looking at a phone screen? Let's share some healthy ideas. And if you know someone who works nonstop until they get a massive headache every single day, hit that share button and send the section to them.
Recharging your battery keeps you strong through the afternoon. But as the day moves forward, you'll hit another major obstacle. The endless mountain of small messages, emails, and notifications that try to steal your time.
Oh, the notification trap.
How to control your inbox. Mia, let's look at the absolute biggest time killer in the modern workplace. It is the little red notification bubble. Most people leave their email tabs open all day long, and they keep their smartphones right next to their keyboards with the sound turned up. Every single time a message lands in their inbox or a coworker pings them on a chat app, they drop whatever they are doing to read it and reply. They think they are being incredibly fast and helpful, but they are actually destroying their ability to think.
Oh, it is an absolute disaster for your brain, Simon. Psychologists call this attention residue. When you switch your eyes from a big project to read a quick email, a small part of your brain stays stuck on that email for the next 15 minutes. So even when you look back at your project, you're not working with 100% of your brain power. You're operating with a split mind. If you answer messages all day long, you're letting other people hijack your time and dictate your schedule.
Exactly. You become a slave to the inbox. To fix this, high performers use a system called the communication batch. Instead of checking your email every 5 minutes, you close your email app completely. You only open it 2 or 3 times a day at specific planned intervals. For example, once at 11 a.m., once at 2 p.m., and one final time at 4:30 p.m. When that time arrives, you open the app and spend 30 minutes answering every single message in one concentrated blast.
It saves so much mental energy, Simon. When you batch your communication, you move from being defensive to being offensive. Your coworkers and clients quickly learn your pattern. They realize that you do not reply within 2 minutes, but when you do reply, your answers are clear, helpful, and complete. It forces everyone around you to respect your time and stop sending you lazy, unnecessary messages every 30 seconds. You reclaim your freedom.
Beautifully put, Mia. Stop being available to everyone at every single moment of the day. A person who is always available cannot build anything of monumental value. Treat your attention like a premium currency. Don't throw it away on cheap, random notifications. And for our amazing listeners, if you are ready to close those email tabs, silence your notifications, and take total control of your focus, hit that like button and subscribe right now.
Join the squad. Let's shut out the digital noise together. Tell us in the comments below, how many times a day do you check your inbox? And are you brave enough to try the batching method tomorrow? Let's hold each other accountable. And if you have a friend or boss who expects an instant reply to every single text message, even on weekends, hit that share button and send this section to them right now.
Batching your messages clears up your afternoon. But as the sun starts to go down, your focus naturally transitions away from your external work and turns toward your internal world.
Time to wrap up the day properly. How to turn off your work brain. Simon, let's talk about a major problem that happens at the end of the workday. A person finishes their tasks, closes their laptop, and walks into the living room to spend time with their family. But even though their physical body has left the office, their mind is still sitting at their desk. They are eating dinner, but they are thinking about an unfinished report. They are playing with their kids, but they are worrying about a meeting tomorrow. Their work brain simply refuses to turn off.
Oh, I know that feeling completely, Mia. It is incredibly draining. If you do not create a clear, solid boundary between your professional life and your personal life, your stress will bleed into your home. You will never feel fully relaxed, and you will eventually burn out. To prevent this, you need a daily habit called the shutdown ritual. This is a simple 10-minute routine you perform at the exact same time every evening to tell your brain the workday is officially over. It is safe to stop thinking about it.
This sounds like a lifesaver, Simon. What does a proper shutdown ritual actually look like in real life?
You start by opening your task list and looking at what you accomplished today. Then, look at whatever is left unfinished and write it down on a piece of paper for tomorrow morning. By making a clear plan for the next day, you release your brain from the stress of trying to remember everything overnight. Once your plan is written down, you literally close your laptop, clean your desk, and say a specific phrase out loud, like, "Shutdown complete." It sounds funny, but that physical action acts as an absolute psychological wall.
It works incredibly well, Simon. When you write your tasks down, you are taking the stress out of your head and putting it onto the paper. You give yourself permission to step away. You can transition into your evening by changing your clothes, taking a warm shower, or going for a short walk. This gives your mind a clear physical signal that you are entering a new zone of your day, a zone meant for rest, connection, and hobbies.
Exactly. You must protect your evening just as fiercely as you protect your morning. Work to live, do not live to work. When you log off completely, you allow your creative batteries to refill so you can wake up tomorrow with high energy and a fresh perspective.
And for our amazing listeners, if you're ready to shut down your work stress and reclaim your evening peace, hit that like button and subscribe right now.
Join the squad. Let's protect our personal lives together. Tell us in the comments below, what is your favorite way to disconnect from work after a long, busy day? Let's share our favorite relaxing routines. And if you know someone who is always checking work messages under the dinner table or answering emails in bed at midnight, hit that share button and send this section to them.
Closing the workday properly sets you up for a beautiful evening. But before you close your eyes to sleep, there is one final critical step you must take to guarantee tomorrow is an absolute victory.
Time to prepare for the future.
How to design tomorrow tonight. Mia, let's look at why so many people fail at their morning routines. They wake up full of good intentions, but the moment they sit down at their desks, they waste 45 minutes just trying to figure out what they should do first. They scroll through old files, clean up their desktop icons, check random messages, and argue with themselves about which project is the most urgent. By the time they finally decide what to work on, their fresh morning energy is completely gone.
That is so true, Simon. It is like going to the gym without a workout plan. You just wander around the machines, look at other people, play with your water bottle, and leave after 30 minutes without doing anything useful. If you have to make hard choices the exact moment you wake up, you are wasting your precious willpower on decisions instead of actions. The secret to a perfect tomorrow is incredibly simple. You have to design it the night before. We call this the evening blueprint.
Exactly. You use your evening brain to guide your morning brain. Before you go to bed, take exactly 5 minutes to write down your top 3 priorities for the next day on a physical note card. Be very specific. Don't just write "work on project." Write down the exact step you will take, like write 3 pages of the script. Then clear your workspace, open the exact document you need on your computer, and put your phone in another room.
It is like setting a trap for your own success, Simon. When you wake up the next morning, you don't have to think, choose, or worry. Your path is already marked out for you. You just sit down and start moving. This simple habit completely eliminates morning anxiety because your brain already knows that everything is under control. You can sleep peacefully at night knowing that tomorrow is already organized for an absolute victory.
Beautifully put, Mia. A successful day does not happen by accident. It happens by design. When you take control of your evenings, you stop living like a victim of circumstance and start living like a professional architect of your own destiny. You protect your time, your energy, and your future. And for our amazing listeners, if you're ready to stop guessing and start designing your days for massive success, hit that like button and subscribe right now.
Join the squad. Let's master our nights together. Tell us in the comments below, what is the single most important goal you want to prepare for tonight? Let's write it down and make it real. And if you know someone who is always rushing around every morning looking for their keys, their notebook, and their focus, hit that share button and send this section to them right now.
Planning your night seals your success. Now we're ready to look at the complete picture of this daily journey and see how these small hours create a magnificent life.
The grand finale is here.
The ultimate power of a mastered day. Mia, we have traveled through an incredible journey together today. We started by unmasking the chaotic stress of the reactive trap, learned how to protect our mornings with the Horizon Hour, turned our brains into laser beams during the deep work block, recharged our mental batteries with strategic breaks, controlled our chaotic notifications using the communication batch, protected our personal lives with the shutdown ritual, and designed our future using the evening blueprint. Now we stand at the final gate of this masterclass. When you connect all these pieces together, you discover the ultimate secret of human growth, the compound horizon.
Oh, Simon, it is the most beautiful realization.
Most people overestimate what they can accomplish in a single week, but they completely underestimate what they can achieve in a single year of disciplined daily habits. They spend their lives waiting for a magical big break or a sudden stroke of good luck to transform their career or finances overnight. But true masters understand that a legendary life is not built by a single massive explosion of effort. It is built by winning one ordinary Tuesday, one focused morning, and one simple hour at a time.
Exactly. Life is a game of compound interest. If you improve your routine by just 1% every single day, you don't just get 37 times better by the end of the year. You completely transform your identity. Think about the math of a mastered day. If you protect just one 90-minute block of deep work every morning, that adds up to over 500 hours of pure, undistracted focus in a single year. While the rest of the world is drowning in notifications, complaints, and digital static, you are quietly building a masterpiece, learning a world-class skill, or launching a successful business.
You become completely unstoppable, Simon. When you master your daily architecture, you stop feeling anxious about the distant future because you know that your daily actions are automatically moving you towards success. You sleep with a clear conscience, you work with an unshakable focus, and you connect with your loved ones with a present heart. You realize that your time is not a garbage bin for other people's agendas. It is a sacred canvas where you paint your legacy. Your daily routine is your destiny in slow motion.
Beautifully said, Mia. And to our incredible, brilliant listeners worldwide who have completed all 8 sections of this Focus Masterclass with us today, thank you. You are the rare, deep minds who refuse to let smartphones and distractions steal your potential. If you are ready to claim your hours, command your focus, and architect a lifestyle based on daily growth and purpose, hit that like button one last time and subscribe to our channel right now. We are here every single week to bring you perspectives that upgrade your mind and protect your focus.
Join our global family of high performers. When you subscribe, you choose control over chaos. The next time the modern world tries to rush you, distract you with a notification, or trap you in a reactive cycle, take a deep breath. Step away from the screen, remember your focus architecture, and remember that how you spend your day is how you spend your life. You have the blueprint. Now go build a day you are proud of.
The noise is temporary, but the structure you build is permanent, Mia. Thank you for this unforgettable exploration. And thank you to everyone at home. Stay focused, stay intentional, and own your hours.
Thank you for listening to the Mia and Simon podcast. I'm Mia.
And I am Simon. How you spend your day, protect your time, build your life. Goodbye.